This video shows you some different cardboard techniques for your cardboard food project. Supplies you'll want to have are different kinds of cardboard, pencil, glue, ruler, tape, scissors, wire, paper mache, or paint. I also like to use brown packing paper along with the cardboard. I made a cardboard lobster for my project, so I'm going to show you some of the techniques I use to do that. The first technique is ripping one side off of the cardboard to reveal the corrugated side. It makes it easier to roll it into a circle. The next technique is making tubes or posts to use. That's how I made these lobsters' legs. What you do is use a scrap of ripped paper and a pencil and roll it up. Add glue, roll it up, and then I add tape so that it can hold in place while it dries. Once the glue is dry, you can take the tape off, and then you have a cardboard post. If you want, you can add wire into it, and then the wire, you can bend it and it'll stay in place. So that's how I got that kind of curve of the lobster leg. To make a lemon, you could cut out the shape and use the tape as a clamp. So here I like to draw the shape on the cardboard first and then cut it out with scissors. I then use that cutout shape as a stencil so that I can make an identical second shape. So here I need to add the other shape for the peel. I could use paper, but I'm going to use cardboard, and I kind of draw out as close as I can. And then it was not very flexible, so I peeled off this side and used my pencil to kind of roll it so it was easier and more flexible. Then it's tricky to get these pieces to stay together, so I use glue and then tape as a clamp to hold it while it's gluing. So get it together and tape it, and then let the glue dry, and it's kind of holds it for you while you're trying to get the shape together. Sometimes I use a paintbrush with the glue to really get it into the crevices there and smooth it out. And then I just do the same thing for the other side and use glue and tape as a clamp to get my lemon to stay together. It's a good way to make tricky shapes stay together. I take the tape off when it's dry and have a lemon. Here I cut some shapes for the tail and glued them together using that kind of cutout technique. I also used brown paper scraps, and I paper mache'd everything on. You can get brown paper, you can use packing paper, you can use the cardboard paper you rip off. Then for my visible concept, I used rubber bands over the claws. I used found object. And this was to show the questioning of the treatment of lobsters in the grocery store. If you want, you can paint your sculpture with your acrylic paint, but it's optional. You don't have to. So I just left mine paper mache because I liked the cardboard color look. But up to you if you want to paint it or not. But I paper mache'd the whole thing. There are a lot of other techniques that you could invent or try, but those were the main ones that I used for making my project. So experiment with cutting, gluing, bending, paper mache, and see what you can come up with for your sculpture.